Hey, it's Anthony Court, once again reporting to you for the MediaSpeaks.com, and this is the 9/13 edition of the Court Report. And today I'm going to talk about the Fresno Light Brigade, which is an activist group I had the privilege of joining on 9/11, and they showed up at this overpass randomly and hold up these signs that are pretty bright and lit up, and this one spelled out "Diplomacy, not war," specifically about the war that is impending in Syria, the military strike that might happen. And I talked to quite a few people, and specifically the organizers, Peace Madera, Fresno Madera, were out there. A guy named Mike Bridges, who I guess provided the signs. I myself helped hold the sign and talk to a few people out there. And you can see this photo here taken by Dylan Donnelly, one of the organizers from the No War in Syria protest that I've been filming in Fresno that you've seen here on this channel. And great picture, so props to you, Dylan. Thanks for that. And everybody else, Free Fresno was there, Brian Sumner, everybody else. And let's not waste any time. Let's go to those clips. But before all that, do us a favor, just subscribe to the channel below. It really supports the alternative media outlet that we're forming here on the Media Speaks, which we hope to have you all a part of. So let's get motivated, let's get out there. And I'll be attending another Syria march tomorrow on Saturday, the 14th, another No War with Syria, like we've been reporting, and I'll be covering that as well tomorrow, so check that out. Here's that clip. Here at the Light Brigade, diplomacy, not war. This overpass, Fresno now, almost 8 o'clock at night. Probably can't see me, but we're doing this live here. Catherine came with me. All the lights, let's take a look at all this. So coming out, everybody. Yeah. What's up? So you see a pretty big turnout for almost 8 o'clock at night. I'd say a lot of people are against the war here. Yeah. Do you have any words for the president, guys? Any quick words for the president of the United States?
He's a liar. He's been lying to us for almost...
Hey, we got Hunts?
Yeah, he's been lying since he started running for...
Since his campaign, right?
Since he started
his
running
senatorship.
in 2007.
Yeah.
And during
his run as a senator, where he made his crooked connections.
He's been lying to us about everything, so of course he can keep his promises. He just makes promises. He just say whatever looks good at the moment. And then next year or 2 years later, doesn't matter.
I like those hand gestures. He does that. He does like with every word. Like, yeah, that's totally what he does.
Yeah, that's how he does it. Look at what he did yesterday. He got his ass kicked in St. Petersburg. He could not get, there were 20 G20 summit, and he couldn't get all the Europeans and Russia to go along with him. And he came really that the world was not with him. And yesterday, he said, Russia is doing what I asked them to do. That's not true.
Kind of sounds like a dictator almost.
Well, it just sounds like that. That's his plan.
Yeah.
He wanted to start the war. He didn't want diplomacy, but now he is forced to do the diplomacy because he didn't have support. He did not have the vote in Senate and Congress, so he just postponed. He said, oh, we'll postpone it.
Yeah, well,
of course, you can't win it, so you postpone it. Yeah.
Do you think that they're using this time to dig up more false evidence, or are they trying to make it a legitimate grace period?
Well, they don't. The evidence that they have is false to start with.
Right.
They don't have any evidence that Assad is responsible for doing this chemical attack. So there's no evidence that they have shown. I mean, that's part and parcel with the U.S. government. Today is 9/11. We have never been given the evidence that Osama bin Laden was involved in 9/11.
Right. If you were on the phone with President Obama right now, and you could just say it in one sentence to him, what would you say right now?
Enough.
Enough. One word. I like that. What's your name, sir?
My name is Dan Yassin.
Dan Yassin. Great. Thank you very much for sharing your words with me. It's a little dark out here. I hope it came out, but thanks for sharing your words with me. Yeah, we talked to this guy a couple times, but he always has good stuff to say. Ryan, you're out here at almost 8 o'clock at night. You're out here every weekend. I mean, okay, just like I asked this gentleman over here, if you could tell the president anything right now, what would you tell him in one sentence or one word?
That's a loaded question.
One sentence. If you could say one sentence to him on the phone right now about anything.
2 letters is good. I would probably request Mr. Obama to resign his elected presidency.
his quote unquote elected presidency.
But I would have asked George Bush to do the same thing. I would have asked George Bush to resign.
Okay, that's fair. You know, do you think it's? Yeah, you hear that? See, 8 o'clock at night, still getting honked. Oh, right there. People are anxious to go home and catch up on their reality TV, but not these people. These are actually people that have brains in their heads and want peace in the world. Not all Americans are brainless. Anybody in Syria right now, you can see that right here.